Hi, everyone. I am so excited to be interviewing Pete Genot today. He is one of my good friends, and he loves the topic that he will be talking about today. And once again, this is Kim Beasley, your social media tool coach, and I am interviewing Pete so that he can tell you all about how you can become healthy in the new year. Yes, we're starting the new year off with a really great topic. And right now, I'm going to let Pete tell you more about who he is. Pete, I'm giving you a new nickname. Yay!
Hey, yay. Hi, Kim.
Hi, Pete. How are you doing today?
I'm awesome. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. And do me a favor. Tell us who you are so that we can kind of get more familiar with what we're going to learn about today.
All right, cool. Well, as you already mentioned, my name is Pete Genot, and I am the founder and editor of thehealthyminute.com. That is a free online newsletter that publishes the latest breakthroughs in the health industry.
Ooh, so you're kind of like on the cutting edge of what's going on in the health industry. Am I
I'm
correct?
on the cutting edge. You got it.
Ooh, so tell us more about what you do with the health information that you have.
Well, my friends and family like to refer to me as their personal health advocate. And that really just means that I work to promote and improve health and wellness. And my primary emphasis is on maintaining optimal health through a balance of nutrition, exercise, and other critical but often overlooked factors that include things like proper rest and recovery, getting enough sleep, supplementing your diet with nutritional supplements, reducing stress, stretching, all that kind of stuff.
Wow. So for the new year, this is going to be really great for people to listen in and learn tips from you.
This is a perfect time. Everyone likes to set their New Year's resolutions right around right now, so this is great.
Now, okay, so we've learned who you are, and we learned what you do. Now, where do you do all of this that you're talking about?
Well, although I do have a couple of high-end private clients that I work with, and I provide them with personal training and nutritional support, you can really find all of my stuff online. So besides the primary website I mentioned, The Healthy Minute, I also publish, manage, or contribute to several other health-related sites, including MaximumFatLossMethod.com, AbsWorkoutProgram.com, HealthyBackTips.com, and a few others as well.
Wow. Woo! Oh, one of the things that in the new year, a lot of people are going to be looking for things that they can do mobilely, and that's one of the questions I'm going to ask you later. So knowing where you do this is a big help. Now, why do you do this?
Well, it's an interesting story. So although I know you've heard it before many times.
I love it.
Although I am a former college football player, so I did play football at the Division I university as a wide receiver, and I hold bachelor's and master's degrees from the University of Toledo, and I have over 25 years of health and fitness experience. Those reasons are not why I created the Healthy Minute or any of my other sites. The idea was actually launched in February of 2009 after I was blessed with a second chance at life.
Wow, second chance? Okay, this is going to be good.
This is going to be good. And what happened was in November of 2008, I was in a very serious motorcycle accident.
Oh.
And I won't go into all the gory details, but suffice to say that I am really, really lucky to be alive. I was on the freeway. I was doing 60 miles an hour. I ran into some debris, and I ended up being thrown off my motorcycle, tumbling head over heels like Evel Knievel, bouncing off the pavement and flying through the fast lane. So from the start of the accident to the point where I actually stopped rolling, it was nearly 90 yards, according to the police report.
Wow.
So as you can imagine, I was pretty busted up, and I was off work for several months recovering from my injuries, and I had a lot of free time to just sit there and think about life and what had just happened and what I wanted to do. And although I know this is going to sound just a little bit cliched, it really is true. After that accident, I really had my epiphany.
Mm-hmm.
And the epiphany was that life really is just too darn short. And, I didn't want to be stuck doing something that I didn't enjoy for the rest of my life. So I decided to do something that I was really passionate about, that really brought joy to my life,
Mm-hmm.
and really gave back to others in the best way that I knew how, or that I had the most experience with. So at that point, I decided to dedicate my life to helping others achieve optimal health through my various health-related websites.
Wow. Talk about life changer.
Very, very much so. I don't recommend that everybody go through that experience.
But you know what? One of the things that I am so thankful that you did through the entire process, you stayed positive and not saying that you weren't having some negative moments there, but that you stayed positive and moving forward and learning from the experience you were going through. And in today's time, there are so many things going on that can affect people and their health. And being able to have a positive outlook is really important. How did you keep that positive outlook?
Yeah, it's like anything in life. You're given a choice. So my choice was to, feel sorry for myself, quit my job, like sit there and suffer physically or emotionally, or actually take this opportunity to reflect on all the good in my life, and then what I can do to have a positive impact on my own life and the rest of the world after that. So to me, it was a no-brainer decision. I was that's one of the moments I consider to be an all-in moment for me, and I was all in at that point.
Wow. What does it mean to be all in?
All in is really easy. It basically takes away the decision that you have. So you asked how could you remain positive?
Mm-hmm.
Well, for me, it wasn't even a question of remaining positive or feeling sorry for myself. Being all in to me means taking that route which has the most positive impact on my life and others. So it was a non-decision. The decision was already made before it even presented itself to me.
Wow.
Hope that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. It does. And I'm glad you shared your story with us on what you've been through to get to where you are today, because living a healthy lifestyle is important. And you've encouraged me on many occasions, and I am a firsthand experiencer of that positivity that you have towards living healthy. And I definitely thank you for that.
No, thank you. I mean, honestly, Kim, that's what it's all about. Is if what I do and what I share can have a positive impact on just one life, then that it makes it all worth it.
Definitely
So thank you.
So how do you do all of this?
Well, basically, I strive to provide the finest research, content, and products to help busy people live better lives.
Mm-hmm.
And I provide all this advice in various forms. So it could be an article, videos, audio interviews like this one, or audio recordings where I'm doing a training session over the phone,
Mm-hmm.
plus trying to spread the word as much as I can in person, like I did with you. You and I get together a few times a year, and I try to, talk about health-related topics with people, or, show them an example by by getting up early and exercising, or
Mm-hmm.
choosing the right things to eat from the buffet table, or whatever it is, those little things that you can do along the way to have an impact on someone's life. And my goal is really to provide people with practical steps to becoming healthier, stronger, more balanced, and functionally younger as they become older.
Ooh, ooh, you said something that a lot of people may jump on. Functionally younger
Yep.
as they become older.
Yep.
What do you mean by that?
Well, that's easy because I'm north of 40 years old now.
I love how you say north of 40. That's a good one.
All right, I'll come clean. I turned 43 in October.
Oh, you look too young to be 43.
Oh, thank you.
And
You're
so
so
you're
kind.
43 with how many kids?
5 kids.
5 kids with your wife.
With
Yes.
my wife, yeah. So, one of the things that that I've experienced, playing years of football, especially in artificial turf when I was in college, and all these things that you do as part of everyday life, they have an impact on your joints, on your muscles, on your tendons, and on your ligaments. So whether you're an athlete or a non-athlete, your body goes through this aging process. And there's things that you can do as an individual that will positively affect how you age or negatively affect how you age. So the tips and techniques that I like to share are the ones that have the most positive impact, so that as you age physically, you can still maintain a functional age much younger than your actual age.
Mhm. Wow.
And a perfect example is one of the common things for senior citizens is to have a sense of muscle balance or weakness, which results in a fall and broken bones like arms and wrists and hips and that sort of thing. That's a very common injury as we age. It happened to my own grandmother recently, where she tripped and fell and broke her leg. So one of the keys to living a lifestyle that helps you maintain a functional age younger than your actual age is that you're less prone to these types of injuries.
Wow. I had no idea about that. And I'm excited that you shared functional age, actual age. Wow, I love that. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm still wrapping my head around that. I want to be younger in my functional age. So I'm definitely going to apply some of the things that I learned from you. So with this being a new year,
yep.
One of the questions that will definitely come up for those who want to get healthy, we're not going to say anything otherwise, but get healthy. They may want to know if they make a New Year's resolution to get healthier, what are some of the first things they should do?
Okay, number one. The first thing you should always do before you embark on any type of health improving program, whether it's fitness or nutrition, taking supplements, whatever it is, it's critical that you get a complete physical exam from your personal physician and make sure that you're given full medical clearance to begin that exercise or nutrition program. If you have any injuries or physical limitations whatsoever, you have to get them resolved before beginning a program. And I made this mistake once of trying to train through an injury. I developed a case of biceps tendonitis a couple of years ago. And, rather than going to the doctor and getting treatment for it or getting it diagnosed or whatever right away, I just thought, I'll work through it. Huge mistake. What I ended up doing was causing more damage that required a much longer recovery. So please do not make the same mistake I did. Go see your doctor.
That's true. It's always important to be under your doctor's care when you're doing something like this. Even if you think you're extremely healthy, always check in with your doctor first.
Absolutely.
So if someone, I have another question for you. If someone says to you, I want to lose 100 pounds this year, what advice would you give them?
Okay. So basically, my first thing is to make sure that you set a goal for yourself that's reachable. So it has to be something that you can attain. For example, for me personally, it wouldn't make any sense to set that particular goal because I don't have 100 pounds to lose. But maybe if it was somebody that weighed north of 400 pounds and they wanted to lose 100 pounds, then that's much more likely that they could do something like that. So it has to be reachable for you as an individual. After you set that goal, it's important that you write it down and make sure that that goal has a specific ending date. So just as an example, I gained 20 pounds while I was recovering from my motorcycle accident. I couldn't work out. I spent a lot of time sitting down. I couldn't work. I couldn't even type. And while I was recovering from my injuries, I overate, ate the wrong things, and was not working out. So after I became healthy again, I made it my goal to lose those 20 pounds and get back the six-pack abs that I had before my accident.
Ooh.
So I made the goal very specific. It was to lose 20 pounds and get six-pack abs. I made it reachable, meaning I was going to lose a half a pound a week until I lost those 20 pounds. So it wasn't some outrageous goal where I was going to lose 10 pounds in a week or anything like that.
What? I can't do that? Darn!
Oh, so half a pound a week was reachable, and I also gave it a specific end date. So it was exactly 10 months from the day that I started. And what I did is I printed off a calendar that had that end date on it, and every time I went another day, I crossed it off, and I just tracked my progress towards that goal.
Wow. Woo! You're giving some really great tips, and I sure hope that those who watch this video really get into that and use those tips for the new year, because it's not a good idea to have unrealistic goals, nor is it a good idea to start a program that is not under doctor's care. And, I'm loving all that you're sharing, and I have another question.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, this is a question that people may ask over and over and over.
Yep.
But what is more important, diet or exercise?
You're absolutely right. I've heard that question many times. And there's a favorite saying that I have that answers that question very, very well. You simply cannot out-train a bad diet. So what does that mean? Well, for example, it doesn't matter if you work out 3 hours a day, every single day, if all you do is eat fast food, pizza, junk food, drink soda, drink beer, you will simply not lose weight, period, end of story. In fact, you'll most likely keep gaining weight if you have those eating habits.
Wow.
On the other hand, it is absolutely possible for you to lose weight without working out at all by simply making a few common sense adjustments to your nutrition plan. So let's say, for example, that you eat fast food every single day and drink soda. I guarantee you that if the only change that you make in your lifestyle is to stop doing that and change those fast food meals out for carrots and celery and lean proteins, and change that soda out for water, you're going to lose weight whether you exercise a single minute or not.
That makes a lot of sense. Just by changing, I've even noticed that in my own life, by changing the way I eat, the things I eat, that it has allowed me to lose without having to work out right away, because one of the reasons why I wanted you to share is because I wanted to also share how I went through a whole year of recuperating from a heart condition that kind of really scared me and made me change the way I eat, the way I live. in 2010, I went through issues with having congestive heart failure symptoms. And my doctor said I had to change the way I eat and everything. I was working 20 hours a day. I was I was not eating, right. I was eating a lot of salty foods, and it was just really, I was not taking care of me.
Yep.
And when I had that issue happen, I had to change everything in my life. And when I did that, it caused me to, because I wasn't able to work out right away, it caused me to be able to still lose the weight that I needed to lose just because I changed the way I ate.
Yep, definitely. And isn't it interesting that that to take control of your health has a lot of things that are common sense.
Mm-hmm.
We all know what to do, what needs to be done. It's actually putting that plan into action that's the hard part.
Ouch! Stop! That's painful. And this is the first of the year. Ouch!
Well, and it's a shame that what it takes sometimes is for me to gain a lot of weight after an accident, and start suffering from certain physical conditions or limitations because of the weight gain. Same for you. It took a heart scare, for you to make that change.
Mm-hmm.
So if there's one thing that people can learn from this conversation, I hope it's, not to wait for your life-changing moment. I had mine, you had yours. Make this interview right now your life-changing moment. That's my challenge. Anybody that's watching this online,
mm-hmm.
take this time, make this your life-changing moment, and do what it takes to get yourself healthier.
Wow, I love that. I love that challenge because it is important. It's really important. I haven't been perfect all the time, but I had this consistent thought that just taking it a little bit at a time, and by doing it a little bit at a time, the little bit combines into big bits that have made a difference in my life.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, those, it's like, how are you going to get from New York City to California if you're walking? One step at a time. And if you just keep on walking, you'll reach your goal. It's the same thing with weight loss or anything in life. If
mm-hmm.
you just keep taking those small, consistent actions, all together, they'll result in what it is you hope to achieve.
I love that. Small grows into big, grows into results.
Absolutely.
Love it. So earlier you were talking when you were sharing that you provide information to help busy people better their lives. Why busy people, and what would you recommend for a busy person?
That's a great question, and I never get asked that. So busy people always seem to make excuses for why they can't do something.
Oh.
I can't work out today. I'm just too busy. I was going to eat healthy today, but I got too busy and I just ordered a pizza instead. Right? So I'm busy too. I'm married, as you mentioned earlier. I have 5 kids. I have a full-time day job.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I manage multiple websites on nights and weekends. And yet, I still find time to somehow eat healthy, at least most of the time. I'm not perfect either. None of us are.
Mm-hmm.
But most of the time, I eat healthy. I work out at least 5 days a week. And I don't sacrifice other things that are important to me. So I can't share all of my secrets today just because of our time limit, but I can give you like 2 easy, quick tips, if that sounds okay.
Yes, please.
All right. Okay, number 1, plan your meals for the entire week in advance. So I usually do my shopping and prep work on Sundays.
Mm-hmm.
And that way I'm all set for the week, and I don't have any excuses to cheat on my nutrition plan. Even like we shop at a warehouse store, like a Costco or a Sam's Club, and we buy these gigantic packages of chicken breasts. Well, you can bake up or grill those chicken breasts all on a Sunday, freeze them in individual servings, and then take them out and thaw them as you need them throughout the week. So you really have, no excuse for not having a healthy lean protein or making yourself a quick salad because you already have the food prepared in advance. So that's the easiest thing when it comes to healthy eating is to plan everything and even do prep work if you can. Number 2, as with your meals, do the same for your workouts. Plan your workouts for the entire week all in advance. So I plan my workouts on Sundays. I write them all down in my calendar, and I treat them just like they were a dentist appointment or something else. So I have in my calendar that, on Tuesday, I'm going to work out from 5 until 6 p.m. Well, guess what? Tuesday at 5 o'clock, I'm working out.
Wow. Now, okay, well, I'm a busy person.
Yep.
And yes, I've used that excuse too. So my question to you is this. Let's say I have this worked out as you suggested, and it boils down to the fact that I can't keep a steady schedule of working out. What do you suggest in that situation?
Okay, so for me, the key word that I heard you say was can't.
Ooh! Ouch!
Can't is not the right word. You won't keep a steady schedule. So,
oh, ouch!
I'm sorry, but sometimes the truth does hurt. Here's what I would recommend in that particular case if somebody was using that word. You're basically making an excuse to justify why you won't keep a schedule. So what I recommend is that you find a time of day that works for you if this is a priority of yours. If this is one of your goals is to work out 5 days a week. Find a time during the day, for example, at 6 a.m. every morning. Schedule that time in your calendar to work out. So say you normally get up at 7 a.m. to shower and get ready for work. Now I'm asking you to get up 1 hour earlier. Do your workout from 6 until 7. Then when your alarm goes off at 7 o'clock, as if that was your time to wake up, you're showering and going to work. And no matter what happens during the rest of the day, no matter what happens at work, with the kids, with your dog, with your car, no matter what life throws at you during the day, you've already completed your goal of working out.
For the day. For
the day. If you can't get up an hour earlier in the morning, go to bed an hour earlier at night and get up an hour earlier. Don't make an excuse.
Ouch! Okay, I get you, and I totally agree and totally understand. And get it over with in the morning, and then you won't have to worry about it.
That's right.
So, my last question for you, are there any last words that you would like to share? And also, share how people can get in touch with you or any special things you have going on.
All right, cool. Well, I guess, the one thing I wanted to stress, which I mentioned earlier, is the challenge. So let's make 2012 the year that you actually reach the health goals that you've set for yourself, and let's make this interview your life-changing moment. So don't wait for your health scare. Don't wait for your accident. Take action now. And it's my sincere hope that the advice that I've shared with you makes a positive impact on your life or the life of someone you love. Just always remember the most important steps to improve your health is to actually take action. Take action, be consistent, be persistent, don't stop, and you will be successful, guaranteed.
Love that. Love it, love it, love it. Woo!
All right.
Okay, so with that said, how can people get in touch with you online?
Oh, thanks for the reminder. I nearly forgot. You can go to my primary website, which is www.genot, thehealthyminute.com. And you can read some of our great articles, sign up for a great free report that I give away on the site. In addition to that, I am in the midst of launching a brand new fitness product specific for women, along with a very good friend of mine, Becky McIntyre. And to learn more about that, you can go to www.maximumfatlossmethod.com.
Yay! Woo! Love it, love it, love it. Great tips, great tips. So with that being said, I'm going to not end the interview, but I am actually going to invite my circles in so that we can talk further with you.
Awesome.
You know, it's been really exciting to get to discuss healthy living with you, because it's not about dieting. It's not about the E word. It's about living healthy.
That's right.
And living healthy, it incorporates eating the right foods. It incorporates exercise. It incorporates even sleeping the correct amount of hours. And in doing that, and when I changed from working 20 hours a day to working less hours because my doctor forced me.
Yep.
I literally, for about the first 3 months after that, well, for the first 9 months after, was it 9? No, for the first year after I had that situation happen with the congestive heart failure symptoms, I was on oxygen for 12 months.
Wow.
And that was not fun. It was not fun carrying around this extra little part with me. And I told my doctor, she told me, you're going to be on this permanently. And I told her, no, I'm not. And as you can see, I am not on oxygen.
Yay.
Yay! I did everything that I needed to do. I followed all of her instructions. I was very obedient so that I could get off of oxygen. And the biggest thing that I can say is when you are on that healthy living track, to not allow yourself to get overwhelmed. What are some ways that people can get overwhelmed when they're on a healthy living trip?
Well, you know, just like anything in life, it's extremely easy to get overwhelmed. And like one of the things I like to say is that diet is a 4-letter word.
Ooh.
Right? So there's really this like stigma that comes with the word diet, and when you hear it, we automatically, like, you know, kind of put up our barriers to it and think about how difficult it's going to be, you know, how many times we failed at the past when we've tried to diet, how we're going to eat so little food that it's going to be like rabbit food and we'll be hungry all the time. And, you know, it's just not the case. So really what you want to do is take away these stigmas and these negative words and look at it the way that you mentioned. It's just about living healthier, and it's about common sense and doing little things consistently. And if you do that, you'll look back a year from now and you'll just say, wow, I can't believe how far I've come in the last year, and it doesn't really seem like I tried that hard.
I agree. Woo! Oh, so for the new year, I'm committing to that healthy living. Woo!
Awesome. Well, you know, I'm here to support you in any way that I can. So track me down on my websites, Kim, and I'm there for you.
Most definitely. Thank you so much for allowing me to interview you today, and I'm looking forward to continuing to interact with you, and we'll bring you back in the near future to talk more about how things are going with me, and even with people who make the resolution to live healthy. I'll bring you back in second quarter of 2012 just to do an update.
All right. So, looking forward to it.
Yay! So thanks again for being here today, Pete. Once again, this is Kim Beasley, your social media tool coach. And
thanks so much, Kim. Talk to you later. This is Pete.
Pete Genot, thehealthyminute.com. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.